Okay, now that's a first. The engine is inside. Hi there.
Hello. How you doing?
Too bad. How are you?
Good.
One of yours?
No, we're just looking at it.
The engine's inside.
Yeah. Yes.
Never seen that before. It's in the console, literally. It's sitting right there in the console. Oh goodness, I hope he comes back.
He was about 60. They made a lot of those, even Chevy and Ford had them.
Inside the console they had the engines.
Yeah, and they quit building them that way. Probably had something to do with safety.
Safety, yeah. But why would they do that? I mean, I know in the beginning it was...
Because they wanted to optimize the space behind the seats for cargo.
And the idea of putting it just a little bit further up at the hood was not there yet.
No.
Not yet.
Of course, now that's where it is.
So they were getting there, putting it more closer and closer. Mind if I ask, you're on my channel as well, what was under the hood when the engine was not there?
I think it was a 170 inline six-cylinder, I believe.
Right.
A small inline six-cylinder.
What's that?
You went out there.
Six cylinders in a row, straight six.
Okay.
That's what they originally had.
But when they used to put the engines in the console, so they still had some things there at the hood?
No.
No, there was nothing in the hood.
No, just like that, right?
The way it was built right there.
Oh, right.
In 1960.
It was just empty. It was flat, more flat. There was nothing there to put.
They call that a cab forward design.
A cab forward?
Cab forward design, where you sit in front of the wheel to give you closer turning radius.
Yep.
And they had to put a big weight in the back to keep it from falling over.
That is fascinating.
That is actually true what he said.
Yeah, no, I believe it.
And when you put a bigger gas tank up, you had to move it forward. And now he don't have enough weight on his wheels, and they spin too much.
Well, they cab, COEs, they cab over.
Yeah.
Car haulers, and I don't know what they were built for initially, but that's where the cab's there and the engine's underneath. Of course, that's how the tractors were too.
We're getting in and out.
Tractor trailers.
Yep.
Warehouse space and stuff.
They flip the cab forward and the engine's underneath the cab.
That's so interesting. Absolutely fascinating. Well, I appreciate that, guys.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're listening to Cartoons on your lunch hour. Don't forget, our great friends Charlie and his staff have some of the best food here at any car show. Make sure you stop by, check out the California Burger, or some of their great hot dogs, soft drinks, and fries. It's lunchtime with 7 Head Up. billboard in front of the silver DJ trailer. You can take a picture and email them out to the world if you'd like. But anyone that needs cash money from me, you got to bring me the envelope that shows your vehicle registration number. Bring me that, and I'll have money for you, okay? That's how that works out. One more time, 1575, 100, 1684, 88, 1855, 1053,
Beautiful.
229, 71, 183. Those are your vehicle registration numbers. If I called your number, you're up for some money.
There's 3 engine? Yeah.
Which is an aluminum block LS motor.
Nice.
And it is a 4L60E transmission with a 9-inch Ford rear end. That's just black with maroon interior.
It's beautiful.
Body. Yeah, it's a rod bod body. Got Halibran wheels.
Very nice. So is that an all steel body?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. It's absolutely beautiful. 1932 Ford Roadster. How long have you had it for?
2 years, 3 years.
3 years. And you did all that work in the 3 years?
Well, we bought it out of, we went to California and bought it out of California, and then we worked on it after we got it back home. We live in Ohio.
Nice. And why the Roadster for you?
I just like them.
Yeah, they look cool.
Essential hot rod.
Okay, very nice. Well, I appreciate that. So it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
You've done it well.
You know, ever since the movie American Graffiti, the song from the cruise where they went out to
It is, oh my goodness.
One thing that makes this so special is the pinstriping. It was done by a world famous pinstriper. He did from Louisville, Kentucky, Bob Taylor. He did a lot of the race cars and show cars back then when pinstriping was popular.
Okay.
He's retired, and then he passed away about 2 weeks ago.
Oh, that's a shame.
But he's famous for pinstriping and lettering.
Okay, ma'am, what's your name?
Joy.
Joy. I'm gonna get a good footage of the van and then I'll come back.
Okay.
And I know it's not a van. We'll come back and get the real details on exactly what it is.
Okay. And the book there is his autobiography. He tells his story. But it's really neat to see the story of what show cars and race cars and things were all about back in the 70s and 80s.
Oh, pinstriping is such an art. So he must have been really good in his work. I'll have to have a look at it in a minute.
Okay.
All right. I'll be back in a second. So here's the pinstriping again. Beautiful. Love it. It's got the blue right in between the green and the purple.
The dash is neat too on this side. So I did the dash.
Oh yeah. Beautiful. We know it's a 57 Chevy. Guessing it would be a wagon. Seems bigger, longer than a wagon. Nice.
I can see you drive that.
Okay.
Excuse me. Sorry. Okay, Joey, so 1957 Chevy.
Yeah, it's a 57 Suburban.
Suburban.
And that's why we call it the Beach Bird.
The beach bird. That makes sense.
Surf's up.
I didn't even see the surfboard up there.
She's got night lights too, besides interior, all the underneath lights.
Underneath as well. Wow. And how long?
Party, day and
It really is, isn't it? Sorry. And how long have you had it for?
2 years. 2 years.
2 years. Okay. 2 years.
She's the real owner.
Yeah, she just rides along.
I would call it my own too.
I'm her, and I actually found her on the internet.
What's your name?
Sherrie.
Sherrie. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Why this? Why the
always-
Suburban first?
Okay. Because I have more room than everybody else in this parking lot to put chairs and coolers and luggage.
Just very
and then
smart.
when I get down here, I can go shopping and I got room to add more bags of stuff. They can't do all that.
Nope, they certainly can't.
And it
You're
rides-
my type of travel lady,
And
honestly.
it rides like a new Suburban.
Right. And how did you get it to ride like that?
Oh, the underneath is all new. It's modern.
It's all modern.
It's got the original frame,
Okay.
but
So it's got the original frame. What about the chassis?
original frame, the chassis, but everything else is new.
No. Is that a 350 under the hood? Yeah,
Yep.
that's what I thought. Oh, I mean, it's beautiful. And when you got it, obviously, what was the first color? What did you start off with?
Funny story. I've always wanted a Suburban, a classic Suburban, and they're hard to come by.
Okay.
So we sold another vehicle. I had a 71 Cuda
Oh,
with a trunk.
oh nice.
So I said, okay, I got money, I want to buy some. And I turned the computer around to my husband. I said, look what I found. Because, no, hell no.
Ah.
Sorry about that. But so a year later,
Yeah.
they came down in price a lot.
Good for you.
I turned the computer around and said, look at the price, I like that.
Yeah.
He said, let me look at that. And he grabbed the computer and we realized it was a deal because 57's 1 year only. That front grille is only 1957 and Suburbans are rare anyway.
Yes.
So it's like double rare. We both liked the colors and, you know, the loudness and all that, and I had to sell it to my husband, but it was a good deal, so that's why we did it.
So the colors were already like this when you got
Yes.
it? Okay.
The paint is 20 years old.
It does not look like that at all.
I know.
It's been done really well.
Don't look real close. It's got its flaws. It's driven. We drove it from Florida. It's, you know, it's been driven, but I don't have to worry about every little scratch and paint chip. I just get it and drive it.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
And it stands out. And you got the purple shoes and
I
purple
always-
nails to match.
See, thank you. You're the first person that noticed. I went.
Oh,
to
I
the-
noticed.
Okay.
I noticed. They look good.
Okay.
I noticed.
I always do. I always
And you've
have-
got the purple
We always
umbrella.
have to match. Now, normally I have a tiki umbrella.
Oh, wow.
You know, with the
Yep.
thatch roof that I open up, but the umbrella base is like 50 pounds, and it's big. And we traveled from Florida, and you know, we
Yes.
had, so
I was gonna
just
say.
said, I'll leave it. But
No, but I
should
mean,
have brought it, but
it's such a classic. It just makes you want to, you know, as Joy said, it makes you want to party.
it's,
The main thing I love about her, I found her on the internet.
yeah, well, she showed me when it came back down in
You've
price.
got one hip mum. Your mum is so hip.
Little
Good on
bossy.
you.
Little bossy.
I'm handicapped though. See my
Yeah, we get this in there, all our luggage, my grandson goes.
But you were so hip. You found this.
I love the story of the pinstriping because it was an art.
Yeah.
And
He did like 16,000.
even the paint now is getting kind of aged, but the pinstriping's still perfect. And if you know, if it would get a new paint job, that would destroy the pinstriping.
I would.
And to me, it's worth. The pinstriping is an art. If you read about it and how it's done, it's beautiful. It tells a story. Most of it tells a story. And that book there, it's a short little book that Bob Taylor
Let me grab this book.
He's in
Bob Taylor. He's actually okay.
Duran and Van Halen and all kinds of.
I've got lots of copies of it, but I forgot. I forgot to.
The Not So
Signed
Colorful
it,
Life
and 2
Journey.
months later died. And he remembered doing this vehicle 20 years ago.
Well, my channel is dedicated only at the moment for cars and car enthusiasts. So if anybody's interested, and vendors as well, I am being told that this is a book you must look into. The Not So Colorful Life Journey of Pinstripe artist Bob Taylor. So it's an autobiography, yep it is. Okay, House of Color. Well yes, pinstriping is definitely an art, and it's something that it should be appreciated.
And they're not doing that much anymore, so yep. He signed it on my front hood.
Yeah, he signed it. He's in the Kentucky Hall of Fame.
He's in the Kentucky Hall of Fame, okay.
Because he did most of the famous race cars.
Okay. Very interesting.
Duran.
Beautiful, love it. And there's a surfboard up there as well. Well, thank you ladies, I appreciate that.
Thank you for your interest.
Thank you for your time. Yes, I will. Okay, I will definitely mention that. Oh, you're right.
Oh,
Thank you.
sorry.
No, you're fine. Thank you. No?
No, don't mess your camera up.
No, why I feed my goat. Now I have to get you. How you going?
No, it's I feed my goat.
High octane.
Yeah, and that's the goat right there.
Beautiful. What have we got here?
It's a 68 GTO.
68 GTO. Beautiful color. Look at that. It's just striking. That's beautiful. There's nothing about this car that makes it look like a goat.
Well, that's what they call them back in the day.
Is that what they
Goats.
did? I have
GTO,
no idea.
The nickname for GTOs was goat.
Love it. Rana's just learned something new, and this is what happens every time I come to these car shows. I learn something new.
Yeah.
So the GTOs were nicknamed the goat. Why?
It was, you know, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's something that has never been determined.
Okay.
You know, nobody really knows exactly why, other than GTO. You know, it's kind of like the spelling similar or something like that. But you know, nobody. I've asked, you know, and I can't find anybody that'll actually say.
Well, this reminds me of, I put up a I posted in one of the big groups. It was the F100 group. It's a Facebook group, you know, all the Ford guys, and I said, what does Ford stand for? F-O-R-D. I was told at a younger age that it was the first one on race day.
Yeah.
But then everybody started commenting. Like, we got about, like, I don't know, 200 comments, I think, on that post, and a whole different things.
Oh yeah.
From ones that I won't mention to, you know, it was somebody's name, it was this street, and obviously the crude ones about the Chevy. So
Yeah.
but yeah, it's one of those things that just everybody has passed on and remembers it, but we don't know where it originated from.
Nobody really knows, but you know, Henry Ford. So you know, Henry Ford is the one that owned the business.
Yes.
And so that's why they call it
The Ford, yes.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to know is more of the car community. What do they think that it stands for? And yeah.
Oh, there's all kinds of.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Because it comes.
Where you're going with this? Okay, yeah.
People like to give it their own slangs, you know, because it is 4 letters and it's pretty customizable. Coming back to the 68 GTO, now it's beautiful. How long have you guys had it for?
We had it about a year.
A year?
Yeah. It's an Arizona car.
Okay.
It was sold new in Colorado, and the people that bought it took it to Arizona. They owned it since 1990. Second owners bought it. They lived in New Mexico, which is just across the border. And they couldn't. It was all original, and they had it repainted in '92. Okay, and so that paint's 30 years old.
Wow.
It's got the original.
Does not look 30 years old. I'm amazed at these paints, that they withstand time so well.
And it's got the original interior, the original top.
And that dash looks original too.
It is, it's all original.
That's what I thought. Let me have a look at this one more time. I love the wood. Look at the cassette player as well. I hope the shadows makes it okay for you guys to see in the camera. But yeah, that's just beautiful. Original interiors.
Yeah, but you know, out west in the desert, there's no rust. The air is dry.
Okay.
And that's why I bought the car, because
it was in a great condition.
Rust free, you know.
Have you done anything to it at all?
I've did a few modifications to make it more user friendly.
Okay.
You know.
Yep.
Make it. I changed the transmission so it would. You know, you could run on the interstate.
Yes.
In '68, there weren't no interstates.
Yep.
People wasn't going 70 miles an hour for 5
No,
hours.
no.
And I've upgraded the cooling system and a few things like that.
And what's the engine under that hood?
It's a 400. It's the original motor.
Okay, you have to show me now. I'm very bossy.
No, you are.
The 1968 original motor right here. Before you open that, so what is this here?
It's a tachometer.
A tachometer. And why is it here?
That's where.
Can you see it from?
It's a Pontiac thing. Pontiac's the only company that did it,
Okay.
and I can't tell you why.
Look at that, it's beautiful. I can't believe this is original.
Yeah.
You obviously clean it and look after it really well.
Well, you know, we only drive it to car shows and stuff like that. It's not like you put 100,000 miles.
Yes.
But the only thing I've redone, added, was the cooling system, the radiator.
No, that's great.
When you get in stop and go traffic, you pretty much need it.
Now, this is a Pontiac thing with the tachometer sitting here. So when you are sitting, well, I mean, yeah, you can see it. You can see it.
Yeah.
If you've got bad eyes or anything like that, then that's the first thing you'll notice is if those numbers get blurry, then you know your eyes need to get checked because it's so much more further away than the other
Well,
odometers.
back when Pontiac built the GTOs, they pretty much figured young folks were going to be driving them. You know, in them days. They didn't think they'd last long enough for old folks like me to fool with them.
But you know what? It looks good. I like it. It stands out. It's different.
Yeah.
Catches your eye, and I love that it's white. So yeah,
Well,
now that's.
It's just what they did back in the day.
And what about the wheels? Have you changed them?
Yes, ma'am. It come with the original wheels, the Rally 2 wheels. They had red line tires.
Okay. Oh, yep. I've seen those ones.
And they were 14 inch.
Yeah.
And nobody makes 14-inch tires anymore. So I changed the wheels in the tires.
And are they the same size, back and front?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If you get off on the road someplace they have a flat, and you go to a tire store and say I need a 14-inch tire, they're gonna laugh at you.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
They just don't make them anymore.
Yes. No, that's understandable. Well, I appreciate that.
Yes, ma'am.
You enjoy it.
I hope it did you a good
Video?
learning a few things.
Yeah, it did. It definitely
Where is
did.
that going to?
It's going to Rana's radar. I'm going to show you now.
Okay.
Pull that back.